Since we have covered the Abhyasa Ganam and we have come covering a few Geetams and then the Abhyasa exercises for rhythm, that is the Shuladi Saptatalas. Though Tala is going to be another chapter, uh, we had to mention the Shuladi Saptatalas, the most common talas, and how to do the exercises in 3 speeds, like Sari gama gari sari gama ri gama pa magari gama gari gama pa da pa ma pa da ni da pa ma pa da ni, and so on. There the challenge is also the number of swaras we are singing, and also to put the talam correctly in the 3 speeds, because it's unfamiliar talam, dhruva talam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfamiliar. Matya talam, again unfamiliar. Sari, gari, sari, gama, easier. But how in the 3rd speed? Sari, gari, gari, gama, pa, 2nd speed. Sari, gari, gama, pa, gama, pa, that can be practiced in the Abhyasa Ganam. So that is why we already finished the Shuladi Saptatalas, which actually they are the ones very much in use apart from Misra Chapu. Takkita, takkadimi, takkita, takkadimi. Even in this, there is variation. Some people do the Misra Chapu as takkita, takkadimi. This is very easy. And also for the people who play the mridangam for the violin during the concerts. Anyway, you know, concerts are the main goal of everybody. Takkita takkadimi, takkita takkadimi. But there are old school people who just put it like this. They put it just like that. The way of rendering, not putting it actually. The correct word is rendering the talam. Then we have the Khanda Chapu, which already we did during the Abhyasa Galam. In one of the chapters I have mentioned about Purandaradasa, I think in the first module, when I spoke about Purandaradasa, I did this. So now, after all this, then now we are going to musical forms. What is the meaning of musical forms? In North, there are some musical forms. In South, there are musical forms. And when it comes to South also, there is Tamil Ishai, which is another separate, it will be a separate module. Not that we are not having it in the concerts, but to give it more importance. But even in these musical forms, Tamil will be coming. Tamil compositions will be appearing. So we start with Varnam. What is the meaning of Varnam? The actual meaning given is Varnam, color. Varnam, color. Even in Tamil, they say Varnam. They say something like, in the Bomme, Golu Bomme, that is what we do for the Navaratri. Golu Bomme ke Varnam Pushanam. In the Shevirikku Varnam Pushanam. In Tamil, Varnam. They say Varnam. Varna, color. It comes also in Sanskrit and also in Hindi. Varna. Varna, Varnam. And why this composition should have color as the word, the name? Because it is supposed to give the color of the entire ragam. See, for example, if you take a ragam, it is not any scale. Supposing we take Madhyamavati. Sari ma pa ni sari pa ma ri sa scale. Re sa ni pa ni sa re. When we sing that re, immediately, that's what my guru Srimati MLB Amma, her guru Sri GNB, all of them used to say, when the artist starts the ragam on the stage, there should not be any doubt in the minds of the audience. So this Madhyamalti Re, it is so beautiful. And immediately the audience they'll tell each other, Madhyamalti, I think she's going to sing Madhyamalti. And right, correct. That Re is special. It is the Chatusruti Rishabha, that is the higher Rishabha. These gamakas are giving the life for the scale. Otherwise, the scale is just dum 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 da 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 in piano or keyboard. Where is the gamakam in those instruments? But somehow gamakam was brought into mandolin. When mandolin, Srinivas and all started playing, they did some modifications to give some gamakas. So let us first take the example of a Thana Varnam. What is Thana Varnam? The usual Varnams which we sing are Thana Varnams. Thanam is Madhyamakalam. That comes in the Manodharmam module. Anyway, what is the Thanam singing? It is a Madhyamakala way of singing. When we practice these Thana Varnams in 2 speeds, let us not forget everything was connected only to Veena, because Saraswati Devi herself played Veena. All instruments came later on. Violin was introduced in 18th century from the West because of the colonial rulers here. They had a band, and Raja Sarfoji of Tanjavur was very interested in Western classical music. He also had a band in Tanjavur. Can you imagine in those days? All the kings, the patrons, they patronized Western music as well as Indian music. So coming back to the Varnam, let us take a simple Varnam. Okay, now the Varnam which I choose, okay, let us take Saveri. Adi Talam. Mostly all Varnams are in Adi Talam, the greatest Talam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The greatest, easiest Talam. The whole world follows this simple Talam of 8 beats or maybe even 4 beats. Because it is so precise, it is so catchy, there is nothing complicated about it. The drummers all over the world, the whole universe, this beat. So we take the Adi Talam, Saveri Varnam. Sarasura Nine Kori Chala Marulu Ukonadira Giri Velayu Sri Venkatesha. The Varnam goes like that. Then it has what is known as one swaram first, Etugata swaram or Muktai swaram. Pallavi, Anupallavi, and then two or 4 lines of a swaram. Sari gari sari sagari sani da pa di sagari ga sari da sari ma pa da pa ma ri ma pa sari sa pa ma da pa ni da ni pa da ma pa sari ma pa da ni da ni da pa ma pa sari da pa da ri sari da pa ma da pa ni da pa da sari da ni ri Dagari sari daga sari da pa magari sagari sari da re sari da pa magari saga saga sura nirne now this ragam is a very scholarly ragam. Full of gamas. And what is the Sahityam? Sarasuda Ninne Kore. Many Varnams are like this, Telugu language, and they have these similar words. Ninnu Kori Vasanta. Ninnu Kori Yunara Nura Mohan. So many Varnams Ninne Kori Sarasuda. It is nothing but Shringara Rasa. Nayaka Nayaki Bhava. How come we are following these Tana Varnams? It is because over the years, the great Vidwans, they found that in the dance music, they found these Varnams to be absolutely beautiful and absolutely gave the full Lakshana of the Raga from top to bottom. Just in those 4 lines and then the Swaras and the Charanam. Tari pai nenaru nai veladani pai nenaru nai veladapa dapa magari ma pada nida baba. First 2 swarams will be simple. Then 3rd and 4th will be more complicated. But it will give the full sthai bhavam also. Right from the Mandara sthai to the Madhya sthai to the Tara sthai, it will cover the whole ragam, giving the raga color. And why Tana Varnam? Anam tadaram tadaya taram ta. If we practice that, we can sing the Tanam also like this. That is why it is known as Tana Varnam, because it was so beautiful to play on the veena. After all, Tanam came about in the veena. It is very important for the veena. Now after veena, it was adapted to vocal. So many things are there in this Varnam. That is why we have to sing Varnams in all ragas. Let me show another Varnam, a modern Varnam by my grand guru, Sri G.N. Balasubramanian. In the raga Andolika. He would have thought there is no Varnam in Andolika. Andolika, the famous raga. Raga Sudha Rasa Mana Mujhesi Ranji Lare O Manasa Raga Sudha Rasa. In this raga, Sri G.N.B. composed a Varnam. Nidaya Radha Nirajakshi, but he has changed the Nayaka Nayaki Bhav. This he has addressed to goddess. That is Nada Rupa Sundari. Sri G.N.B. was a Sri Vidya Upasaka. He had got the Sri Vidya mantram from a guru, and Upasana means practicing it. Doing the puja daily, doing the Naivedyam, doing Parayanam, praying to Goddess Sri Vidya for more and more knowledge. And in this Varnam, see the Charanam. Nada Rupa Sundari Narayani Nada Rupa Sundari Narayani Nidama Risani Sari Sari Mapanada Rupa Sundari Narayani Risani Nidama Nidama Mari Mari Sari Sari Mapani Sari Nisa Nida Bapa Nisa Nada Para Sundari Narayani. So here we see the transition of the Tana Vardham with the Sringara Bhavam, but a modern composer has sung about Ambal. In the same way, there is this Padavarnam of Sri Papanasham Shiva in Sri Ranjani, but there Swamini Manamirangi Arulta Madayani Muruga Guha Swami Ni Manamirangi Arulta Madayani Muruga Guha Swami. Here what he has done is, he has taken the devotion of the Nayaki to Lord Muruga. So it is addressed to Lord Muruga, Muruga Guha. But in the Charanam, it is about the heroine. Pidivada noi koldai viరైந்து மறந்ததா இவள் பெரு பிடிவாத நோய் கொண்டாள். பிடிவாத நோய் கொண்டாள். So it is a comment on the state of the mind of the heroine, and this is also a very good Padavarnam. I can tell you here the difference between Tanavarnam and Padavarnam. Many people may think, what is Tanavarnam and what is Padavarnam? First of all, Padam. Padam used to denote just some words, or a word, or just some words, or a poetry, a piece of poetry. But as years rolled by, Kriti, Kirtanam, all these forms became very famous. And Kshetriya Padams and other Padams of, say, Sharangapani, the composer, and these became known as Padams. So nowadays when they say Padam, it doesn't mean anything but the Sringara Padams. In those days it was not like that. It could be also Ghanam Krishnayar Tamil Padams, Padams in Tamil, with Nayaka Nayaki Bhav. So Padavarnam is, I already told you, these Thana Varnams have got Pallavi, Anupallavi and the Mukta Iswaram. The Mukta Iswaram doesn't have Sahitya or words. In rare cases, they can have the Sahitya. Then they become Padavarnams. Padams are added, words. Padavarnams have Pallavi, Anupallavi, Mukta Iswaram with the Sahityam, and then Charanam. In the Charanam, the first line is there. It is a refrain which will be repeated after each Swaram. Then the first line will also have a Sahityam, as also the other 4 Swaras. Everything will have the Sahityam. That is Padavarnam. You know that famous Natakurunji Varnam, Chalame La Jesi. In Chalame La Jesi, it is a beautiful Padavarnam. Natakurunji Padavarnam, look at the Sahityam. Kari moralida vini dura muna vedavin kari niduni kari varaduda ibirudu. Very complicated words, and it is very good for the dance, and they do the abhinaya. And the charanam is Nandu bro Niku Barama. For you to come to me, is it a bharam? Is it a burden? That is the meaning. Nandu bro nipo barama. Again Sringara Bhava. So having covered the Varnam, we have one more Varnam variety left. That is Daru Varnam. Harikesha Nallur Muttaya Bhagavatar, the famous composer who was a Asthana Vidwan of the Mysore royal court. He has composed 4 Daru Varnams. Kamas, Vasanta, Kapi and Sahana. The most famous is Mate Malaya Dwaja Pandya in Kamas. And what is the difference here between this Daru Varnam and between the Pada Varnam which we saw? Here we have the Swaram, right? Da da ni da da ni da da ni da. It comes like that. Then for that Swaram there is a Swaram and Jati combination. Tam tam taka kita da da ni da di mi kita ta tam. And then the same thing has the Sahityam. Da ta, there is a Swaraksharam. A Swaraksharam is Swaram and the Sahityam are the same. Da da, data, one who gives. The play is on the word data and the play is on the Swarams dada. See, da da ni da da ni da da ni da da ni pa ma da da ni re sa da ni sa da pa ma ma da da. Data sakala kala nipuna chatura data vividha mada samaya samarasa data. Sulabha hridaya madhura vachana data. Sarasa ruchira tara swaralaya geeta. Geeta, that word also, geeta, ta, on the. So many swaraksharas. Sukhata nija bhava rasika varadhata mahishura nadha Nalvadi Sri Krishna Rajendra Radaya Sada More Mahita Harikesha Manohare Sadaye. Who is this Nalvadi Krishna Rajendra? The king, of course. See, there was great royal patronage starting from, well, historically we know how Rajaraja Chola of Tanjore more than 1000 years ago built the Brihadishwara temple, and the rest, as they say, is history. He brought in more than 400 dancers and musicians and instrumentalists to be part of the temple rituals. This I had told in my introductory module. So, Muttaya Bhagavatar was patronized by Mysore Maharaja, Tanjore Maharaja, Mysore Maharaja, Thiruvananthapuram Maharaja, and in that line of Maharajas is Swati Thiruyal himself, a composer king. And in Mysore we have last century Jayachamaraj Odayar, a great composer, also the king of Mysore. So when Muttaya Bhagavatar was there in Mysore as the Asthana Vidwan, Asthana Vidwan means the one Vidwan or the great Pandit, a musical Pandit who is stationed in that place. Asthanam is part of the Samasthanam. What is Samasthanam? Samasthanam is the royal place. The whole royal tradition, Samasthanam. And he is the Asthana Vidwan. Here, let us not forget, my mind is going in circles. Gauhar Jan also, in her last days, she was patronized by Mysore Maharaja. So Muttaya Bhagavatar, he composed these darus in praise of goddess Chamundeshwari, who is on the hill in Mysore, and she is the Ishta Devata of the royal family, Odayar, and it is Krishna Rajendra. In this Dadu we saw Krishna Rajendra Radaya Sada More. So he is praising the king. And this, it has been done in other compositions dedicated to the other rulers also. And as far as Muttiah Bhagavatar is concerned, he also composed many kritis on Chamundeshwari, and then he did 108 Ashtotra kritis also, and he discovered many ragas. Muttiah Bhagavatar discovered many ragas. Here it won't be inappropriate to tell that it was he who discovered the Karnaranjani ragam. It is his own creation. Sarigama gapada sa nidapa magari sa. Sarigama gapada sa nidapa magari sa. A derivative of Karahara. Sarigama gapada pada sa nidapa magari nida sa nidapa magari. Sariga maga pada nida pa maga and Muttiah Bhagavatar composed this famous song in Kararanjani. Vanchato nuna vagalu del pave amba vanchato nuna vagalu Delpave amba vancha tonuna avagalu delpave amba vancha tonuna avagalu delpave amba vancha tonuna Vadalu del pare amba vancha tonula. When we talk of Padavarnams, naturally we have to go back to the who are known as the Tanjavur Quartet, 4 brothers, Ponnaya, Chinnaya, Shivanandam, Vadivelu. They were in Tanjavur and they were the ones who composed many compositions, especially Padavarnams. To this day, in dance repertoire, the Padavarnams of the quartet are always danced and they are of very high quality. And also the jatis, the bowls of the jatis. The jatis are always in 3 speeds for these Padavarnams of the dance repertoire, which the jatis are done by the Natunas. Like supposing they say like this, Ta, takita ra, tachanu ra. Takita ram, tarikita taka or something like that. And then tam, takita ram, takita ram, takita ram, tarikita taka, like the second, third speeds. Tam, takita tam, takita tam, takita. It will go on like that. They have 3 speeds of jatis and many variations and complicated rhythm. And one more person I have to tell about this Padavarnam, Maharaja Swadi Tirunal. See, what happened was, people were traveling everywhere. Of course, everybody knows one of the Trinity, Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar, spent 16 years in Banaras, even before he composed a single kriti. Because his guru took him there. He stayed in Kashi. He learnt more and more about the Vedas, about the Upanishads. about the Puranas. He was tutored by his Guru Chidambaranatha Yogi, and already he came from a musical family, Dikshidhar. Ramaswamy Dikshidhar was a composer, grandfather, learning languages, Tamil, Telugu, Sanskrit is a must, and Vedas, Upanishads, how to do the pujas, music. So, when he went there to Kashi, he also imbibed Hindustani music, prevalent in that time. He was greatly influenced by Drupad. This Tanjavur quartet, one of them, Vadivelu, and some Bharatanatyam dancers from Tanjavur were invited by Maharaja Swati Tirunal, who had a court full of artists, Hindustani artists, those who played sitar, those who played sarangi, those who played the tabla, those who could compose Hindi poetry, those who could compose bhajans, then musicians, dancers, the whole gamut were encouraged by Swati Tirunal in his court. As I was mentioning, the Tanjavur of the four brothers, Vadivelu went to Swati Tirunal's court. And with that influence, well, that is what they say. Swati Tirunal also composed Padavarnam. He composed some Varnams. That is, Kapi is a Varnam by Tanjavur quartet. Sarasa ninnu ipudu. That Varnam made a great impression on the young Maharaja. See, Swati Tirunal, he knew so many languages. He was groomed by none other than Iriyaman Thampi. Who was Iriyaman Thampi? Iriyaman Thampi was a great court musician, a relation also of Swati Tirunal. He was trained by none less than Iriyaman Thampi. So when Swati Tirunal heard Vadivelu rendering this Varnam, Sare sa ninu ipudu marimara. The Varnam goes like that. Rupaka Tala. Then Swati Tirunal immediately composed Sumasayaka. Sarasa Ninu is in Telugu. Sumasayaka is in Swati Tirunal's favorite language, Sanskrit. Though he composed also in other languages. He even composed Hindustani bhajans in Hindi. So this Varnam, based on that Pada Varnam, is like this. Sumasayaka Viduraya. It goes like that. And even the Swaram is beautiful. Gaya Ri Nisa Sari Pani. In Chauka Kalam. Chauka Kalam means slow speed. Madhyama Kalam, medium speed. Durita Kalam, fast speed. So after dwelling on the Varnams, let us move on to the other songs, musical forms. What is a Kirtanam? See, generally in parlance, everybody always says, even now, the layman will always say, please sing a Kirtanam. Please sing a Kirtanam. But for a grammarian, when we go into the theory of it, Kriti is different from Kirtanam. Kirtanam is one Pallavi and several charanas. Kriti is Pallavi, Anupallavi, Charana, 3 sections. Thalapaka Annamacharya, 15th century, the same time as Purandaradasa. Thalapaka Annamacharya's Kritis or Kirtanams are known as Sankirtanam. But my Guru, Dr. M.L. Vasantakumari's parents, Sri Ayyasami Ayyar and Srimati Lalitangi Amma, who did a lot of research about Haridasa Sahityas. Haridasa Sahityas, that is Purandaradasa specifically, and all the other Haridasas before and after. He was not the first. Vadiraja Swami was before him. He himself was a disciple of Vyasadaya. When Ayyasami Ayyar did the research, he also commented, Purandaradasa not only did Kirtana form, he also did Kriti form. He also did those musical forms which have separate Pallavi, Anupallavi, Charanam. What is the separation? A different tune for Pallavi, a different tune for Anupallavi, and a different tune for Charanam. This is the thing which is known as Kriti. And what is Kirtanam? Only one tune for the Pallavi, and Charanams, 2, 3, 4, 5, number of Charanams. All will have the same tune. So one Anupallavi tune is missing. And who perfected the Kriti later on? Tamil composers like Gopalakshmi Bharati, Oothukada Venkata Subbayar, also known as Oothukada Venkata Kavi. For example, if we take Oothukada's Alai Payude, it is different, you know. Alai Payude Kanna. The song goes like that. Then Tilai Payarad. The Anupallavi goes like that. Charanam is quite different. Even in the end, it doesn't repeat the Anupallavi's music. But sometimes, see, in Tyagaraja Kritis, we can see the Pallavi, then Anupallavi. Pallavi 1 line, Anupallavi 2 lines. The Charanam 4 lines, the last 2 lines will be the same tune as the Anupallavi. See, for example, if we take of Tyagaraja, I'll just choose one Kriti. Okay. Tellisi Rama Chiltanato Namamu Tellisi Rama Chiltanato Namamu Tellisi Rama Chiltanato Namamu Tellisi Rama Chiltanato Namamu Seyare O Manasaga Tellisi Rama Chiltanato Namamu. How was the Anupallavi? Talla Pulalni Nilipi Nimisha Maina Talla Pulalni Nilipi Nimisha Maina Tarakarupuni Nijatatva Mulanu. That is the Anupallavi. Charanam. Only when we sing and see it, we know how it goes. Rama, entirely different. The first was Tellisi Rama, but the Charanam is like, see, Rama Anichapala Chula Peru Kama Tulapo Varuviru. 2 lines over. What was the Anupallavi? Talapulanni. And now two more lines are left in the Charana, isn't it? There. Rama Ani Brahma Munaku Peru. Somewhat similar to the Anipallavi. Tarakarupuni in Anupallavi. In Charanam, Amalava Janana Turutiru. So definitely the Pallavi, Anupallavi tune is repeated in the Charanam. But in Gopala Krishna Bharati, how does it go? Sabhapati, we take Sabhapati Ved Deva. Kripanite iparai pola Kitaikumo idharani tarile. Anupallavi is over. Charanam. Urutaram Shiva Chidambaram என்று உரைத்தால் போதுமே பரகதிக்க வேறு புண்ணியம் பண்ண வேணுமா அரிய புலையர் மூவர் பதம் அடைந்தாரென்றே புராணம் அறிந்து சொல்ல கேட்டோம் கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் பாடும் தில்லை அறிந்து சொல்ல. Only in that line it resembles the Anupallavi. Kripaniti, but it is not the exact copy. So when it comes to kritis, so many varieties of kritis. It is not a must that the Anupallavi tune should be repeated in the Charanam. It is not a must. And look at when it comes to Shyama Shastri, he will repeat some of the lines, it will be repeated. But Muthuswami Dikshitar, no repetition at all. A different tune for the Pallavi, a different tune for the Anupallavi, and a different tune for the Charanam. Absolutely different, no connection at all. These are the varieties of kritis. Then you would have seen what is known as the Sangatis. What are Sangatis? A few years ago there was even a panel discussion at the Music Academy, and I was part of the panel, and we were talking about first Sangati, second Sangati, third Sangati, fourth Sangati. See, these are all decorative angas. Sangatis is what makes it so interesting, isn't it? And that too aesthetically it should have been done. They have done it very aesthetically. See, they build up very slowly. The first Sangati or variation. What is Sangati? Variation. Satgati. Satgati. What is Satgati? A good way. Satgati. A good way to go. A good way to go. A good path. A good path to take. And you find treasures of Sangatis, variations. So how was this Sangati developed? First it will be very simple. Supposing we take one song of Papanasham Shiva in the Raga Kalyani. See. Undayallal வேறே கதியில்லை அம்மா உலகெல்லாம் ஈன்ற அன்னை உன்னையெல்லாம் வேறே கதியில்லை அம்மா உலகெல்லாம் ஈன்ற அன்னை. First Sangati, very simple. Second one, உன்னையல்லால் வேறே கதியில்லை அம்மா Ulagellam. 4 changes are there. See the first one. Unnayallal. Second. Unnayallal. Veregadillai. First one was Amma. Here Amma. First one. Ulagellam ida annai. Second. Ulagellam. We can put a briga there. Ulagellam. First one quite simple. Ulagellam ida annai. Third. Unnayallal. A briga, a fast movement, known as tan. Not it is tams. Unnayallal veregadillai amma. And then another change. Ulagellamidannai. Look at the change. A full gamut of sangatis with the full raga bhavam of Kalyani. Kalyani, the queen of ragas. Kalyani is also known as Mecha Kalyani. That is another story altogether. Mecha Kalyani, Mecha was added to make it part of the 72 Mela Kathas, because Mecha Kalyani, Hanuma Todi, Dhira Shankarabhana, all these were given prefixes because of a Katapayadi formula. What is Katapayadi formula? That is Kaka Gagaga Chacha Jajana, that is the Sanskrit letters were used to make as a clue to find out the number of the Mela Katha. So Kalyani became Mecha Kalyani. The last Sangadi, Unnayallal veregadillai amma. Ulagellam ida annai. Unnayallal veregadillai amma. So we had 4 sangatis. Not all songs will have the number of sangatis. Some will have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are even compositions like Darini Telusukonti in the raga. Darini Telusukonti of Tyagaraja Swami, which has 8 sangatis. Chakkani Raja, Chakkani Raja, Margamunuldaga. In that also there are so many sangatis. Very challenging. We cannot say, we cannot go back in time and say, yes, of course, Tyagaraja had written so many sangatis on the palm leaf manuscripts and Dikshidhar wrote it in the manuscripts. No, they had a number of disciples. Luckily, they had so many disciples through oral discipline in Gurukula Vasa. Just like the Vedas, as I was saying. In another module, in the initial module, I had talked about Vedas being only orally transmitted. So, also music. And all these disciples, they carried on the good work. And as I told you, Trinity, they were living very just before us. 17th, 18th centuries, isn't it? So, not too long ago. So, the disciples also carried on. And then the great musicians, especially 20th century musicians and late 19th century musicians, have all contributed to these sangatis of the kritis, which make it so grand, which are decorative angas. Another decorative anga I can tell you now for kriti is known as the Chittaswaram. The Chittaswarams are swara appendages for the Anupallavi and for the Charanam. After the second movement, Anupallavi, the Chittaswaram will be sung. And after the third movement, which is the Charanam, the Chittaswaram will again be repeated. Here I'd like to tell you about the decorative Anga. The Sangati is one, and the second one is the Chittaswaram, that is, which is added to the Anupallavi and Charanam. So let us just see in this song. Shobilu Saptaswara Shobilu Saptaswara Shobilu Saptaswara Shobilu Saptaswara Suradarula Bhajipave Manasa Shobilu Saptaswara. In the Anupallavi, Nabhi Hrikartarasana Nasadulayanto. After that line, the Chittaswaram has come. These are all added on by great Vidwans. Some of the Chittaswaram people know which Vidwan added it in 19th century or in 20th century or before that. Now look at this very decorative Anga, Chittaswaram. Nabhi Hrikarta Rasana Nasa Dula Lo. In that place the Chittaswaram comes. Sasa Pani sani pa maga ni pa magari sani sa maga pa mani pa sani gari sa ga ma pani sa pa sani pa mani pa maga ma sa pa magari sa magari sa sani pa magari sa ga ma pani sa sani pa ma magari sa sani gari sa magari sa pa mani pa magari sa sani pa magari sani pani sa ga ma pani sa ni pa ni sa ni sa gari sa magari sa ni pa ni gari sa magari sa ga ma ni ma pa sa ni pa ma ni sa gari sa ga ma pa ni shobilu saptaswara sundarula bhajipave manasa shobilu saptaswara.